memory. And, you know, people can decide for themselves why that alarmed them so much when that was the exculpatory reason he wasn't going to be prosecuted. But then Biden gives a press conference that night, and in addition to confusing El-Sisi saying the president of Egypt was the president of Mexico, he attacks Robert Hur for bringing up Beau Biden. And he says something like, and I said to myself, how dare you ask about that? Robert Hur had not brought up Beau Biden.
If you were able to understand the words on the radio, you would have heard that part.
Yeah.
Where Biden just kind of brings it up himself.
He brings up Beau a lot. It's obviously a very traumatizing and tragic event in his life. And, you know, I knew Beau a little bit, and he was a great guy. Absolutely. And what a horrible, horrible story. But that said, the entire White House apparatus starts attacking Robert Hur. What a cruel, mean man to bring up Beau Biden. How awful. How dare he? I even heard from a conservative Gold Star mom I know, very conservative, who couldn't believe that Robert Hur would do that to Joe Biden, for whom she didn't vote. And it's not true. He didn't bring it up. Robert Hur and the Justice Department did not respond. They could have responded. They could have released that part of the transcript to show that Biden was wrong, but that's just not how the Justice Department operates.
In 2020, you have a now famous interview that you did with Lara Trump. And she was saying when Biden talks, I just wait, like frustrated, like, come on, Joe, you can get it out. You can complete that sentence. I'm waiting for the next words. And you accused her of mocking his stutter. And she said it's not his stutter, it's his cognitive ability. And you and she went back and forth, and, you know, we're talking over each other. It was like one of those, one of those classes. In retrospect, how does that play back to you?
In retrospect, what she said aged well and what I said aged poorly. 100%. And I've called Lara Trump and told her that and apologized.
What did she say?
She said that, well, I don't want to betray an off-the-record conversation, but she said that she's not the type of person that she would ever mock anybody's stutter. And so, I mean, which I said, I have no reason to doubt that. And so, look, she was right and I was wrong. And I look back at that exchange, and not just that, but my coverage in general, with humility. I did cover this. I can point to times where, you know, I asked him this, or I asked him that, or I pointed this out to this person, or whatever. But knowing what I know now, I barely scratched the surface. Very few people outside the conservative media world were doing so. Some people were. Annie Lasky and Siobhan Hughes with the Wall Street Journal had a really important piece in the Wall Street Journal in May or June of 2024, behind the scenes about Biden showing signs of deterioration. And again, they got lambasted, not just by the Biden White House, but by and the influencers and all that. Democratic senators went on the record attacking the story. And it was really a brushback pitch, just really like, do not address this issue. And my heart goes out to Annie and Siobhan, who I think are amazing reporters, but that had to have been traumatizing. And very few people followed up their reporting, and they had all these colleagues, not me, but other colleagues, other people at CNN, questioning their professionalism, questioning the journalism, and they too were right. And I mean, I have learned a tremendous lesson about covering these issues